everybody. Welcome back to this brand new Champions Week of House of Games. Tomorrow, we're giving away the golden trophy, but there are still many points to be won before then, and they'll be won by one of these four players. Vikki Stone, Sally Phillips, Rickie Haywood-Williams, and Dan Walker. Welcome one, welcome all. Vikki, 2 wins out of 3.
Yeah.
You got yourself a toolkit, a golden toolkit, and a golden decanter. How are you feeling?
I'm absolutely thrilled.
It's good, isn't it?
Like, that's more than I wanted to achieve.
That's more than you wanted to achieve.
Yeah,
so the rest of
I'm
the
up.
week, absolutely just sit back and relax. Sally, a win for you as well on Tuesday. Shall we have a little look at the weekly leaderboards? Here's how it stands. So Rickie currently in 4th. Sally, you are 3rd with 8. But look how close it is. Vikki and Dan there as well. All to play for, isn't it, Sal?
It is all to play for.
Oh, I don't think I've ever called you Sal before. I apologise.
Yeah.
All to play for, Sally, isn't it?
It's OK, I answer to pretty much anything.
OK, good. Do you think the trophy is within...
Within grasp.
Within grasp?
I think it is within grasp, but it's going to be hotly contested. I mean, I think Rickie, on his week, he won the whole week, didn't he?
Yeah, he really did.
Starting with a bit of a lame start.
It was a very lame start.
He's
Not as lame
Trojan.
as this. Not as lame, I'll be honest, not as lame as this.
Yeah, Rickie, if you're going to make a move, now would be a good time to start. Double points Friday tomorrow, single points Thursday today. Couple of wins and the trophy would be yours. Dan Walker, also without a win this week.
I feel, to use a cricketing analogy, Richard, I feel I've not had a match-winning innings yet, but I've had a steady sort of 55 in each game.
I hear,
so
but
I'll take that.
Now, Dan, I'd love to give you a prize, you or Rickie, because you haven't had one. And here are today's golden prizes for our champions. There is the golden dartboard, golden egg cups, the golden sparkling wine, goodness me. Oh, we've got ourselves a golden pedal bin there. And a golden teapot, as I live and breathe. Dan, what do you fancy?
I'm a big fan of the egg, Richard.
Oh, yeah, of course you are.
Yeah.
Of course you have Egg Club on
So
on
I think I could be tempted by the 4 golden egg cups.
Golden egg cups. Oh, I love that. Rickie?
I'd have to go for the golden dartboard, surely.
Surely to goodness.
Yeah.
Sally?
I love tea, and I can see that that's got a little... you can have loose leaf tea in there. So teapot all the way.
Vikki?
I don't have anywhere to put the dartboard, but I think it's kind of got to be the dartboard. I feel like it's the most impressive
Aesthetically pleasing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, listen, one of you is going to win something, OK? I'm sorry to tell you that. We don't know who it's going to be and we don't know what it's going to be, but we shall find out by playing 5 rounds, the first of which is... Sounds like fingers on buzzers, please. I'm going to show you a category. It's the first thing I'm going to do. And your first category is US states. I'm going to show you some pictures now, and they sound like a US state. But which US state do these pictures sound like? Dan.
Tennessee.
Tennessee?
Oh,
Tennessee. Tennessee. Well done, Dan. Next US state. Sally.
Utah.
Utah. Absolutely, a U and an R. Brilliant. Next US state. Yes, Dan.
Idaho.
Oh, very nice. An
very
Ida duck
good.
there, Idaho. Very well played. Here's your next category. Flowers. That's nice, isn't it? Which flowers are these? Yes, Sally.
Water lily.
Water lily. Glass of water. Lily Allen. Water lily. Next one.
I mean, is there a flower called Orlam?
Orlam? It is not.
No.
I mean, that's literally what was in my head.
Yeah, I mean, it might have been.
What else could that be?
I know.
Sally.
It's an orchid.
Of course it is.
Very
That's
good.
a goat, not a sheep. Orchid. Well done. Or lamb.
It was worth a go.
What on earth is wrong with us?
I felt like I needed to say it.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you did because
It was in my head
rattling
as well,
around my
but
head,
you
yeah.
went for it.
Yeah, exactly. Orchid, of course. Next flower. Yes, Rickie.
Pansy?
Pansy, well done.
Yeah.
Han and Jay-Z. Next category. Writers. Looking for some writers' surnames. Yes, Dan.
Rushdie.
Rushdie. Ian Rush. Jack D, well done. Which writer's surname is this? Yes, Dan.
Shelley.
Shelley? Absolutely, a Shell and Ang Lee there. Shelley. And final question in this round. Yes, Rickie.
Atwood.
Atwood, well done. Margaret Atwood. Very well played, Rickie. It's the end of that round. It's nice, that round, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet you do. Let's find out what it's done to our scores. Oh, two-time champion, Vikki. Yet to get off the mark today. Rickie, you've got 2. Sally, you've got 3. Dan, Walker. Is it Walker Thursday? Let's find out. Well played. Got 1 point lead.
Taking the gas.
Next round is... All in the details. A pairs game. The player in last place chooses their partner. Vikki, today it is you. Who would you like to play with?
I'm going to go back to Sally.
Play with Sally.
Yeah.
That's nice. Everyone's played with everyone, haven't they?
Yeah.
That's nice. OK, before the show, you filled in some clues for certain things to do with history.
Oh, dear.
You're now going to hear the clues your partner filled in. OK, Vikki, before the show, Sally filled in some clues, which should hopefully lead you to an historical event.
OK.
But which historical event is this? It lasted for around, according to Sally, ages.
Oh, ages.
Ooh.
Great.
A landmark associated with the event is, according to Sally, Pudding Lane.
OK, yeah.
It was caused by, according to Sally, burning buns.
Plague? Black Death?
It's not the plague.
Oh, I do know. Oh, dear, whoops. I got confused.
Can she guess again?
I guess again. I do know it now. I do know it now.
You can't.
I do know it now.
For the sake of, you can...
I've ignored the last clue, the burning. It's the Great Fire of London.
It is the Great Fire of London.
And I'm really
Sally,
sorry.
isn't it?
I feel really bad. I feel
Absolutely
very silly now.
It lasted for 5 days. Landmark.
Ages.
St Paul's Cathedral, I suppose, the monument as well. And it was caused, yes, by an inattentive baker. Rickie.
Hello.
Hello. Before the show, Dan filled in some clues. And if you decipher them correctly, they will lead you to a conflict.
OK,
A conflict from some time in history. But which conflict? Here are your clues. The 2 opposing sides were according to Dan, North and South. A key figure was, according to Dan, Abraham Lincoln. And it began in the year, according to Dan, 1861.
I can't remember exactly what the war was called, but it's the... Is it the War of Independence?
Is it the War of Independence? It's not, I'm afraid.
American Civil War.
American Civil War, Dan?
Yes, that's what. Yeah.
Absolutely, American
Have I got the? Is any of that right? I'm
No, that's all right.
You got the year bang on, absolutely. In fact, most of it, Lincoln was a key figure, and Confederacy and Union, but North and South was not crazily different to that. So, did very, very nicely. You don't get any points for it, but you did very, very nicely. It's going well so far this round, isn't it?
Expertly.
Yeah.
Sally,
Yes.
before the show, Vikki filled in some clues.
Yeah.
And those clues will lead you to a landmark. But which landmark is this from history? It was built in the, according to Vikki, olden days. Olden days.
deep.
Thank you, Professor.
Lots of detail.
Our next clue, if you haven't got it already. It's located in, according to Vikki, Rome, I think.
Is it the Colosseum?
And, let's have one last clue. It's named after a statue representing...
It's named after so Circus Maximus is what you mean then, is it? Because if it's the Colosseum isn't named after a statue, Colosseum means large, doesn't it? Not named after Colin.
Colosseum.
The great Emperor Colin.
It's located in Rome. Olden days, it's named after a statue, a landmark, built in the olden days. Rome, you think? OK, well, I'm wondering, Russell Crowe, so it's a gladiator.
You're going to go for?
Circus Maximus. If you're saying Russell Crowe, then I'm going to say Circus Maximus.
Circus Maximus, Vikki? It's the Colosseum.
Yes, the Colosseum.
Oh, no.
The Colosseum isn't named after a statue. I used to live right next door to it. They never told me that.
And it was built in the olden days.
Yeah.
1st century AD, if we need to be more specific.
Yeah.
Can't imagine we do. Dan.
Yeah.
Rickie has filled in some clues.
Dan, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry.
Good. Rickie's clues should lead you to a monarch.
OK.
Her reign began in, according to Rickie, long time ago. Long time ago. Pretty much the olden days of this.
OK.
A key event that occurred during her reign was, according to Rickie, people suffered. People suffered, OK. Your final clue, she has a what named after her? Bake Off presenter named after
her. Bake Off presenters.
HRH Toxvig.
Exactly. A lot of people suffer.
Does Prue Leith still present Bake Off?
Dan, you tell me.
Bake Off's clearly an important clue here. Noel? I don't know.
No.
Sorry,
no.
Queen Victoria.
Queen Victoria, well, like the sponge.
Yeah.
Sally, what do you think it is?
It's Bloody Mary.
Queen Mary was the answer.
Yeah.
Mary Berry.
Oh, she was ages ago on Bake Off.
No,
She was still a presenter.
I did put X, but obviously there's too many words.
Right, sorry, yes. Oh, I should have got that. Mary
Mary the First. Her reign began in 1553. Lots of key events. Loss of Calais would have been one, but people did suffer. And she has a cocktail named after her, the Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
That's the end of that round. That was terrible. I mean, that was... I mean, there's almost no point looking at the scores. Just rewind a couple of minutes, look at the scores then. It's going to be the same. Vikki, still yet to get off the mark.
Lovely.
Rickie with 2, Sally with 3, and Dan with 4. Shall we move on?
Yep.
Do another round and forget that ever happened.
Get on with it.
OK, here we go. Let's score some points, shall we, in this following round. It's a too complicated round. We only ever play this in Champions round because you're all champions.
OK.
OK? Now, this is how this is going to work. In this round, you will see a category followed by a question, OK? Here's your first category. Friends stars, OK? Yep. I'm now going to ask you some questions. They're nothing to do with Friends, all right? But the answers will all have the same initials as an actor from Friends, OK?
OK.
And to answer the question, I just want you to give me the name of the actor from Friends. All right? OK, here's your first question. Which author appears on the back of the Bank of England £10 note that was first issued in 2017? Rickie.
David Schwimmer.
David Schwimmer? It's incorrect, I'm afraid. Anyone else? There's only 6 of them.
Oh, I know.
Sally.
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston? Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Jane Austen
Jane
is the
Austen,
answer.
right.
Jennifer Aniston has the same initials. Here's your next one. Which Friends star shares initials with the answer to this? With 23 gold medals, which US swimmer is the most decorated Olympian of all time? Yes, that is Dan.
Matthew Perry.
Matthew Perry? Absolutely. Michael Phelps becomes Matthew Perry. Well done. Next Friends actor. Which comic actor and director achieved worldwide fame with his iconic character known as the Little Tramp? Yes, Sally.
Courtney Cox.
Courtney Cox, absolutely. Charlie Chaplin becomes Courtney Cox. Well done. Your next category is US presidents. So say the president rather than the actual answer, but the president shares their initials with the answer. Who joined Countdown in 2009 and partnered Pasha Kovalev on Strictly Come Dancing in 2013? Yes, Dan.
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan? Absolutely, for Rachel Riley. Well done. Next one. Who played sleuth Jessica Fletcher in the TV series Murder, She Wrote? Yes, Sally.
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln. Absolutely right. Angela Lansbury or Abraham Lincoln. Next US president. Used in cricket, ALZAT is a contraction of what two-word phrase? Dan.
Harry Truman.
Harry Truman? Absolutely. So how's that? Harry Truman. Final category. 2018 FIFA World Cup England squad will share their initials with these. Who replaced Pete Best as the Beatles' drummer in 1962? Yes, that is Sally.
Raheem Sterling.
Well done.
Well done, it is Raheem Sterling. Ringo Starr, of course, becomes Raheem Sterling. Next one. Which deaf-blind author and disability rights activist co-founded the American Civil Liberties Union in 1920? That is Dan.
Harry Kane.
Harry Kane? It is Helen Keller becoming Harry Kane. Well done. Final question in this round. Who co-starred as Sally Albright in the 1989 rom-com When Harry Met Sally? Yes, Rickie.
No, my mind's gone blank.
OK, time you out. Sally.
Marcus Rashford.
Marcus Rashford is the answer. Marcus Rashford for Meg Ryan, of course. Co-starred in When Harry Met Sally. Well done. That's the end of that round. So that was some points on the board there. Vikki, we got a little something to talk about.
I don't know.
2 wins, but look at the scores here. 3 rounds down. Vikki yet to get off the mark.
Yeah.
Rickie, you've got 2. But we have joint leaders, Sally and Dan, 8 points each. How about that? Is Dan going to get his first win of the week? Is Sally going to get her second? 2 rounds to go. Is Vikki going to get off the mark? Or is he just sitting there, just weighed down with a golden toolbox?
Yeah.
She doesn't care anymore, Richard.
Literally couldn't care less.
Dripping in
The
prizes.
worst thing is,
She's
I
had
am
enough.
trying.
Yeah, so it's one of those shows, isn't it? 2 rounds to go. Round 4 today is... Where is Kazakhstan? If you take your tablets out, please, everybody. I'm going to show you a map. It is a map of Europe. Little bits of other continents there, but mainly Europe. The first thing I'm looking for is the site of the ancient city of Troy. Where is that on your map? Have a little point to the screen at home if you think you know this one. Where's the ancient site of Troy? Everyone is in. What do you think on this one? Where is the ancient city of Troy? Vikki, what was your thinking?
I'm going to say Greece, but I don't actually, when faced with the question, where is Greece, it turns out that I didn't know.
I got
So I'm a bit embarrassed that I've had to guess where Greece is.
Not a million miles from Greece there,
OK.
I would say. I think you're sort of Croatia-y area. Sally, what was your thinking?
Well, I thought it wasn't Greece because it was at war with Greece.
Oh.
OK. So let's see where you've gone.
So I, put it...
Yeah.
A short sea journey from Greece.
The tip of Turkey. Rickie, what were you thinking?
So I was the same as Vikki. I was thinking it was Greece. Sally's obviously educated us. But I just remember the film with Brad Pitt, and I feel like it wasn't too far from Greece, so I just went in the
vicinity.
Area.
There you are. You actually are in Greece.
Yes.
There you go. And Dan, what were you thinking?
Well, I sort of went through the at war with Greece type thing, and then I thought maybe Italy's giving it a big boot, so just put it down there.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're on Sicily there.
Yeah.
So Sicily, Croatia, Turkey and Greece we are in. What do you think at home on this one? Let's find out, shall we? Where is the site of the ancient city of Troy? It is in Turkey. Oh. Sally, well played. You're bang on pretty much. To you. Nicely done. Now, can you find for me Fort Boyard?
I thought that was a game show with Sarah Ferguson on it.
It is a game show.
It is a game
show, yeah.
I've got no idea.
but it's a game show set in Fort Boyard. OK, everybody is in. Sally, did you have any idea on this one?
I had no idea, no.
OK, let's see where Sally is.
So I've got it wrong. Isle of Man-ish.
On the Isle of Man sort of area.
Yeah.
Why not? Rickie?
So the only reference point that I had was the TV show, and I remember it being really sunny and it looked quite rocky and maybe like a volcanic island. So I just went for the edge of Spain/Portugal.
Spain/Portugal. Absolutely where Spain and Portugal meet there. Dan, what were you thinking?
I had visions of it being an island.
Sort of Mallorca-y area. But we're all in the sea.
Yeah.
Which I think is where we probably need to be. Vikki, we need to get you a point.
Yes, we do. So I thought it would be in the sea, and I've not seen the television programme, but I thought from a logistical point of view, what would be a convenient sea to sort of get people out on. So I thought I've put it in the North Sea, and I thought people would probably get a boat from Cromer. So
lovely.
So practical, Vikki.
That was
in
my
the North
thinking.
Sea. So we're on the Isle of Man, we're on Cromer, we're on the tip of Spain and Portugal, and we're on Mallorca. Now, Fort Boyard, it was short-lived over here. It's absolutely the biggest show in France.
Yeah, I did.
And Fort Boyard is just off the coast of France. But where off the coast of France? It is there, at that point, goes to Rickie. Rickie, you've got yourself a point there. Very well done. It was like a defensive encampment built in the 19th century, 1857, Fort Boyard, off the coast of France. Final question in this round. Where might you find the city where Amelia Earhart landed at the end of her solo flight across the Atlantic? Do you know this one at home? OK, everyone is in. Rickie, what were you thinking on this one?
They probably wanted to get to the closest land mass, the closest bit of land, so I just went for island, because if you're coming across the Atlantic, potentially that's the closest. So
you've gone, kind of Galway area there. Dan, were you thinking the same?
No, I was thinking you want a showbiz finish.
OK.
I went sort of Paris.
OK, yeah, absolutely. So
but they've sort of got some
land for the crown.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
OK.
Style it out in the French capital.
Absolutely, yes. Northern France there. Vikki, what was your thinking?
Also Paris.
Also Paris.
But I've put Paris in a slightly different place.
OK. Yeah, a little bit lower. I imagine the two of you have slightly bisected Paris there.
Yeah.
What were you thinking, Sally?
Exactly the same as Rickie.
Same, so you're also
Coast
in
of
Ireland. So she was actually aiming for Paris. That's where she was supposed to land. But where did she land? Let's take a look, shall we? Absolutely right. Bad weather forced her north, and she ended up in Ireland. Very, very well played. A point to Rickie and a point to Sally. Very nicely done. Well, and it's the end of the round. Let's take a look at our scores going into Answer Smash. Come on, Vikki.
I don't know what's going on.
Here's how we're looking. Vikki yet to get off the mark. Rickie with 4. Dan with 8. Sally, is she going to win her second show of the week? 10 points. Dan Walker, though, looking for his first win of the week, just 2 points off the lead there. But don't forget, if you buzz and get one wrong, you're going to be minus
points.
Wow.
That would I have to give the decanter back?
Imagine if this was Monday, though. Imagine on Monday if you'd done this. Imagine how downhearted you'd be.
I've deteriorated so rapidly.
And let's take a look, shall we, at our final round, see if Vikki can get off the mark, see who's going to be our champion on Thursday's House of Games with a little round of Answer Smash. Swings on buzzers, point for a correct answer, point off Vikki for an incorrect answer. Let's see our first category. It is boy band members. Those will be the pictures, there'll be clues above. Ant and Dec released their 1994 hit Let's Get Ready to Rumble as a duo with what name? Vikki.
PJ and Duncan James.
There we go. Well played, Vikki. PJ and Duncan James. PJ and Duncan from Blue.
She's off the mark.
Yeah.
That's like -1.
Next one. Who was Henry VIII's 5th wife? Yes, Dan.
Catherine Howard-Donald.
Catherine Howard-Donald. Correct, Dan. Well done. Battle is joined. Next clue, next boy band member. Which 1998 Coen Brothers film starred Jeff Bridges as the dude?
I know the film, but I don't know who that is.
No one fancy it? It's the Big Lebowski and Egan.
Yeah, I can't remember which one.
Key and Egan from Westlife, the Big Lebowski and Egan. Next category. Trousers. Stars of trouser, essentially.
Wow.
There'll be a clue above, there'll be a trouser below. The title of the Cole Porter song that became a signature tune for Frank Sinatra is I've Got You What? Yes, Vikki.
I've got you under my skinny jeans.
I've got you under my skinny jeans. I'll play Vikki. Nicely done. Under my skin and skinny jeans. Next clue, next trouser. Which tube-like structure connects an unborn baby to the placenta? Sally.
Umbilical corduroy.
Umbilical corduroys? Absolutely, well done. Umbilical cord and corduroys. Next clue, next trouser. Which martial art consists of sequences of slow, controlled movements? Sally.
Tai Chino.
Tai Chinos? It is, well done. Tai Chi and Chinos, nicely done. Next category. That's us done. I think she bested you there, Dan. I think so.
Her trouser knowledge was just too big.
Yeah, listen.
I've had you on trousers and football.
Yeah. I was there on the buzzer with Marcus Rashford.
Going to be a little bit more emasculated losing on trousers and football?
I can accept it.
On Monday, our champion was Vikki. On Tuesday, it was Sally. On Wednesday, it was Vikki. On Thursday, it is... They are taking it in turn. Sally Phillips is a two-time winner as well. Well played, Sally. And you've won yourself a golden prize, a golden champions prize. Sally, what would you like to take back with you?
Oh, the teapot.
Teapot, of course.
Teapot.
How lovely. Sally Phillips wins a golden teapot. We have one day to go. Double Points Friday tomorrow. Let's take a little look at our scoreboard, shall we, as we go into it. Rickie, you have 6. Well. Dan, Sally, Vikki. It's Double Points Friday. If any of you win tomorrow, you win the whole thing. There's 1 point between the three of you. That is going to be quite the battle. Walker's so going to step in, isn't he, and nick it at the last minute. Oh.
It's a steady progress, Richard.
That is, I can already feel it's going to be a tense one.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, another great day's quizzing. Thank you all so much. I'm really looking forward to this final. See you all here tomorrow. We'll see you here tomorrow as well on the House of Games.
It's a thing of great beauty.
Has it got the loose leaf thing in it as well?
It's got a tiny bucket. For me to put my orchids and pansies in to make flower tea.
All lambs.
Magical
All lambs.
potions.